Hey guys, David here with Arthur's Turf Management. We are out putting down some growth regulator today, and I figured this would be a great time to reach out and talk to you guys about our growth regulator programs, what it is, what it does, and then the positive impacts that it can have both on the end user, you guys the homeowner, and as well environmentally. Now, there's just a ton of benefits with this program. It is phenomenal. It has very far reach when it comes to positive impact in the environment as well. But let's start with the homeowner. What can the growth regulator program do for you? Now, this program slows the vertical growth of your turf grass, of your lawn, and it still allows lateral growth. So your lawn will continue to fill in bare spots, thin spots, everything like that. But what you'll see is a dramatic reduction in vertical leaf blade growth as well as seed head. So whether you're in a period of time of just extremely vigorous growth, whether it's a reproductive time of year for the lawn and it's throwing seed head, or if you've just been fertilized and again it's just growing extremely vigorously, this will neutralize it on a growth regulator program. So it can take what could potentially be an inch to 2 inches of growth in a week's period, and it will reduce that down to an eighth to a quarter of an inch. It is a very, very effective product, the growth regulator program, and it basically allows you to take back your mowing practices. It turns mowing from a chore back to something that's enjoyable, and gives you an extremely high-end manicured end look. And as well, when you're not taking off the excessive yields, there is far less danger of grass clippings finding its way back into the storm sewers and into a water source where it can spark algae blooms, harm wildlife, all sorts of negatives that can happen with that excessive yield if it's not handled properly. So again, with the growth regulator program, you are eliminating all of the headache while keeping the enjoyable part, which is very important, especially if you like to get out there and mow your own yard. It's cutting the work time down dramatically while increasing the overall appeal of the final product. Now, let's talk environmental. What can the growth regulator program do to impact the environment in a positive way? This is something that we're always looking for: new practices, new products, that we can reduce our footprint, that we can create balance, that we can just have an overall positive effect. Now, to talk about the positive effects of the growth regulator, let's talk about fertilizer for just a quick second. The bagged fertilizer blends, the synthetic, especially the high nitrogen blends, 4600, your 3400s, and really even your 271313. It's just kind of your popular blends of fertilizer. Now, putting these synthetic blends down to achieve a nice green up on the lawn, for Arthur's Turf, it is a thing of the past. And we'd like to think that for the industry as a whole, it's a thing of the past as well. Now, turning to alternative sources and practices is still a bit of a progressive way of thinking and doing business. But what you have to understand is that a bag of fertilizer in the hands of somebody who may not know exactly what they're doing or not fully understand the end fate of what they're putting down, a bag of fertilizer can be a very dangerous thing. Kind of how we touched on before with your grass clippings, it can end up in water sources, whether it's through runoff or leaching where it doesn't necessarily belong. And once you throw off the balance of certain ecosystems, especially aquatic ecosystems, the reach of those imbalances, it's just infinite. So you want to be very, very responsible with what you're putting down. And frankly, there is better ways to achieve a green up than with a synthetic blend fertilizer that is going to spark a very vigorous growth. A 4600 fertilizer is a great way to get a green up, but unfortunately you are mowing the green out every time you mow. So a lot of that product is more or less wasted. With the growth regulator program, in addition to a granular fertilization program, you can slow that growth enough to where you're not cutting the top canopy out every mowing. You're going to maintain your green. You're still going to get an increase in growth, but it's going to be manageable. And again, this allows less yield, which is a positive environmental factor. You're going to be able to use less synthetic fertilizer, which again is another positive. So if you have a growth regulator program in place that is in conjunction with your current lawn care program, then it is always going to be working hand in hand to create a better lawn, to create a safer environment, and just an all-around better product. So if you have any additional questions at all about our growth regulator program, if you'd like more information, pricing, if you'd like to talk any more about some of the positives and the negatives we listed today, as always, feel free to hit us up on Facebook, our website, email. Just let us know. We're here as a resource for you guys. So if you have any questions at all, just let us know.